You generated the link?
Shriram Mohodaya.
Pantu Shriram Mohodaya na drishyate atra.
सः लिङ्क् प्रेषितवान् वयं वर्गः कर्तुं शक्यते.
Adhi cha adhi dha mahaprana adhi cha bruhi deva adhi cha bruhi deva 34.27 adhi cha bruhi deva. Deva, that's addressed to the scholars, the wise people who know things. Deva. Adhi cha bruhi. Bruhi is Vyaktayam Vachi. Bruhi, Vyaktayam Vachi. That is to teach, to guide, to talk. And how it should be? Adhi cha bruhi. Adhi means with authority. Adhi means with authority. You please guide us, you please talk to us, you please tell us, you please teach us with authority. That's what it means. 34.27. 34.27. We find many teachers who teach, who talk, who guide, but without authority. That's a problem. That's a problem. With authority means they should have experimented in their life, they have studied very deeply, and they should have experienced truths. Only then they can speak with authority. One is well versed in theory, cannot speak about with authority. Here, authority is the main center, the focus of this piece of the Veda mantra. Who can speak with authority, who cannot speak with authority. I told you there is one word what we call it as acharya. Acharya is one who is learned, at the same time practices it. But most of the time we find people who are learned, of course, but they don't practice what they preach. That's our problem. And if this practice is there over a period, yes, they can speak authoritatively. They can guide authoritatively. And their guidance will be decisive. That's Adhi cha bruhi deva. Please teach us, please guide us in such a way that it is with authority and that which is decisive. We have got a word for decisive. That is idamitham. Idamitham. This is like this, over. This is like this. That is idamitham. That is decisive. Oh, how can what we teach becomes decisive and authoritative? One is, unless we study Vedas, I'm partial to Vedas because it has got that quality I am telling it. If there is anything which is having these features of the Vedas, yes, it is welcome, but we don't have. Because what you have in the Vedas, it is the same for all times. That's great. It is the same for all. It never discriminates. It doesn't say it's for you, it's not for you. No, it says it's all for all human beings. That's a word we have heard often. And it holds good at all places. This is basic qualities which you don't find in any other source of knowledge. They are affected by time and history. I got a lot of historical events in them. That itself makes it not holding good for all times. They are struck in history. They are struck in different events of history. And many sources of knowledge, they discriminate. They say it's not for you all. It's only for believers. If you don't believe, it's not for you. But here it says, whether you believe it or not, it's for you. To take or not to take is your responsibility. The ball is in your court. But I will never say it is for you or not for you. We will not say it. It's for all. That's the standpoint of the Vedas. And anywhere in the world, you can apply it, you can use it, and you can get the result. What I mean to say is, it has got that feature of humanity. It is humane and it upholds human values. That's all. That's why it applies to all human beings, wherever they are, whenever they are, however they are. That is its greatness. And whatever is there in the Vedas are not to be believed. Veda itself says, you search, you invent, you discover, you experiment, and make sure that that is truth. Just because it's said in Vedas, I don't want you to take it on the face value. Don't take it. Avishkarta. Every now and then it says, Avishkarta is to discover. Something is there, but you have to discover it. You have to realize and experience the truth in it. Don't take it as it is. Don't believe it blindly. The very Veda says, no other source of knowledge is bold enough to say this. It says you have to believe. If you believe this, okay, you belong to our, maybe the religion, maybe you belong to our group. You have to believe this. If you don't believe, you are an unbeliever and you are an enemy. You are an enemy. You are a person who is against religion. And you are punishable. That's how they speak. That's a tone of other religions. That is a tone of other source of knowledge. But it's not like this. If you want, even now you can come and learn this and improve the quality of your life. It's open for you. We never discriminate. And you should not believe this blindly. In another place we have heard, Manurbhava. You think, analyze. Don't take it blindly. To think and analyze, to discover truth is the core of Vedic culture, is the core of Vedic knowledge. And it's for all, no discrimination whatsoever. No discrimination. No prerequisites, no pre-qualification. You are a human being, it's for you, over. That's a great thing what we're having this. And if you start studying this, if you start discovering it, if you start experimenting it, yes, we understand that this knowledge is ultimate, decisive, authoritative. Once again, these words of mine too are not to be believed. I have been discussing about Vedas since several years. Go through them again. Go through them again. Do you find anywhere discrimination? Do you find anywhere anything which is struck to time? Do you find anything which doesn't apply to any particular place? No. Wherever human beings are there, it's applicable to all human beings at all times. You can verify even now. Go back. What all we have discussed from past several years, if I'm right, you will not find even one which doesn't fit to this scale. It holds good. At all places, at all times. You can verify, not once, you can verify 10 times, 100 times, no problem at all. I have never, even by mistake, I have never told that this is for this group, these for these people, this discrimination is there, this won't hold good. I have never told them. It's for all. I have been telling from day one. It's all for all, at all times, at all places. Still I hold on to it. It's decisive and ultimate. So a person, if he has to speak and teach and guide authoritatively and decisively, there is no other go than taking refuge to the Vedas. So when I say Deva who can speak authoritatively, I mean who is a Vedic scholar. Now, one more clarification I have to give here. It doesn't mean that one who has really studied the Vedas and learned by heart the Veda mantras. No, that is not Veda. A book is not a Veda. Mantra is not Veda. But then what is Veda? Veda is the truth revealed through the Vedas. Veda is the truth revealed through the Vedas. That is through the mantras. That is real Veda. Now anybody can realize this. He may not know the Vedic language. Doesn't matter. He can realize the truth. He need not be a student of the study of the mantras. Not necessary. It's beyond mantras. It's beyond book. It's beyond chanting. Truth is the same for all, at all times, at all. And that truth is called real Veda. Anyone who has realized this truth, yes, can speak authoritatively. It's a very, very important thing what I have to understand. Otherwise, we'll mistake that unless the person knows the Vedic language, studies the mantras, he cannot be a good teacher. No, he can be. Even without knowing that there are these mantras and texts in some place, even without knowing it, if they can realize truth, yes, fantastic. They can guide authoritatively, they can guide without any mistake, because they have realized the human values and the truth. I faced this question once. A person from Denmark, I was discussing with him. Finally, he said, okay, Mister, you look here. I'm from Denmark. I don't know your Vedic language. I don't know your Sanskrit. I have not heard of your Vedic texts, mantras. I don't know. Absolutely, I don't know. I'm a stranger to all those things. Now tell me, do I have salvation or not? Straight. His question was very clear. Do I have salvation or not? Can I experience bliss and peace? I don't know none of the things what you are telling. And I said, you can. You can. You need not know all these things. But if you are humane and if you are able to discover truth and realize truth in your heart, you are eligible for peace and bliss and salvation. You are so happy. That's the truth. That's the truth. But knowing the Veda mantras, knowing the Vedic language, will just help us a little. Help us a little to attain that state of realization of truth. It helps. Even without that, also it can happen. That's a very important thing. That's what it says in Patanjali Yoga Darshana. He speaks about it. Of course, the root of Yoga Darshana is in Vedas. He says, by regular practice, you can get it. Or just by your good nature also, you can get it. It's possible. You can realize truth. Even if you are an illiterate, it doesn't matter. To realize truth, what we need is a good heart, not literacy, not knowledge of any particular language, not knowledge of any particular text. It's an open and clean heart which can experience the human values and the humanity. Yes, that's the need what we want. And that can guide us authoritatively. That can guide us in a wonderful way. Decisively. Of course, through this path of Vedic study, we'll be closer to it. That will help us. But it is not a must. That's very, very important. It's not a must. So what we need is authority. What we need is decisiveness in what we teach. and what we learn. And that we get by realizing truth. And of course, Vedas and Vedic language will help us a lot in attaining it. Real thing is, we have to understand, experiment and experience the human values. I repeat, human values, human values, human values. We are human beings. Unless we understand the human nature, unless we understand the human values, unless we live like human beings, we have no salvation. And to realize truth and human values and humanity, we need nothing but a good heart, a compassionate heart. If you have that compassionate heart, everything is done. That compassionate heart and that nature of experimentation and experiencing is what is required. And of course, all this have to be done without any prejudice. Prejudice is a problem. If you can do this without any prejudice, yes, we are closer to truth. And with that realization of truth, whatever we do, whatever we talk, whatever we think will be authoritative and decisive, ultimate. The gist of what all I have spoken is realization of truth is ultimate and decisive. That's all. And for that, accept a good heart. Other things may help, may be taken, or may not be taken. That doesn't matter. On the contrary, the converse of it, if there is no good heart, whatever scholar you could be, you will not reach anywhere. Because you don't have good heart. You are not able to feel that compassion, love all other creatures. If you don't have it, any number of books you have studied, any language, even if all the 20,000 odd Veda mantras are by heart, we have it, still we reach nowhere. The core of all these things is compassion, a good heart. Only that can give us that authority and decisiveness, that love. Adhicha bruhi deva. So we want our teacher, we want our guide to have such a good heart, where there is no discrimination whatsoever on the basis of caste, creed, nationality, gender, anything. You are a human being, yes, I love you. You are a living being, I love you. That should be a great heart. And only such people with such great heart, yes, can guide us properly towards the right goal. And will be able to achieve the purpose of this very human life. Adhibruhi, that is the authority. That's the decisiveness what we needed. 34.27. Adhicha bruhi deva. Next one. Prataragnim, pratarindram havamahe. Prataragnim, pratarindram havamahe. Pratha is dawn. Havamahe, hoy ahwane. We invite, we invoke. So at the break of dawn, what's it we have to do? That is specified here. Agnim indram havamahe. Agnim indram havamahe. Indram idi Paramaishwarye. The most wealthiest is that Satyananda, to whom belongs his whole universe. We invite and invoke him at the dawn, at the break of dawn, just when sun is rising. It's not at the same time everywhere. Say, take for example, now it is night for you, and it's for me, it's morning, early morning. It could be, doesn't matter. Respectively, wherever we are, at the break of dawn, we are supposed to get up. We are supposed to get up, finish all our ablutions, and pray. So what is the prayer? Indram Havamahe. We invoke and invite that Indra, that Satyananda, the one which is the wealthiest. Agnim. Agni is the same Satyananda who is the cause of all our progress, the one who carries us in our progressive path is Agni. Now this Agni in the physical sense is fire. So we are supposed to perform our Agni Hotra, invoking fire and offering to it all nutritious and medicinal things which will purify the air, and those nutritious and medicinal fumes will give us all the health. And chanting of mantras along with it will purify our inner self. They are supposed to perform this Agni Hotra every day at the break of dawn. Pratar Agnim, Pratar Indram Havamahe. Now, how do you do this? What's the meaning of invoking? What's the meaning of inviting? To make it very simple, yes, we are out of bed. We are in deep sleep, we are out of bed, and it's a great thing that we are living for the next day. We went to bed the previous night, went into deep sleep, and we never knew whether we'll get up the next morning or not. It's great that we got up. So thank God, thank God. Thank you for giving me one more day for performing my duties as a human being. Thank you. If I had not given that opportunity, I would have closed my chapter in my deep sleep itself. It's not so, it's not so. I've given a great opportunity. I'm living for the next day. So let me make the best use of this day as a human being. Whatever are the duties for a human being, okay, I got a great opportunity to perform it for one more day. Thank you. So thank you is Havamai. That is invoking and inviting. Number one. Then how do I lead my life for the additional day what I have got? My whole life, my whole span is based on this technique only of adding day after day to my life. 80 or 100 years is not given in one lot. I have to gain it day after day, day after day. If I make the best use of the day, what is given to me, yes, I'll be granted one more day as bonus. Okay. I have led your day, what was given, well, so have one more day. But even there is a limit. But we can get days after days for a long period. That's possible. Provided we lead a human life. So, okay, thank you, God. You have given me one more day. Let me spend it usefully and purposefully in a utilitarian way, in an altruistic way. Let me live like a human being. Let me be useful to me and creatures around me. So, taking that decision is real invoking, inviting, praying. I told you many times, prarthana vai sankalpaha. Unless we determine, prayer is of no use. Prayer is not just a begging. Give me that, give me this. No. I want this for which I shall determine to do such things, which is congenial to, which is compatible with the prayer what I have done. That is real prayer. Prayer should be followed by determination, practicing it. This is not the first time I'm telling about it. So if you are able to do it, yes, that's good. And when you do it, that is at the start of the day. The day starts with the dawn. So once I'm awake, once I've cleared my ablutions and fresh, okay, the first thought that has come to my mind is Pratar Agnim Pratar Indram Havamahe. I perform Agni Hotra for the purity of the environment, chant mantras along with it to purify the internal environment, and then invoke and invite, pray that God. The whole environment, the whole thing, maybe it takes 15 to 20 minutes. This whole 20 minutes, we are charging ourselves with all positive thoughts. That's very important. That's at the beginning of the day. When we charge ourselves with positive thoughts at the daybreak, yes, the whole day will run wonderfully well because you are charged. So imagine in the same place, if you get up with all negative thoughts, how the day will be. Depressed, dull, boring. I experienced both. Many times I got up with lot of enthusiasm. The whole day will be very happy, comfortable. Many times I got up with all depression. Then the whole day will be boring and dull. Now this is a deliberate effort from our side to keep the whole day bright with all positive thoughts at the beginning of the day. Prataragnim, pratarindram havamahe. Doing this will charge us to be enthusiastic throughout the day. Keeps on with a high, vibration. It will be vibrant for the whole day. And again, when you go to bed, yes, it all relaxes and gets rest. So again in the very morning, yes, we have to recharge again. Whatever we charge will not be there for a long time, for days to come. No, every day we have to charge. It's just like maybe our mobile, which we have to charge every day, maybe an electric car, which we have to charge after so many kilometers. It's also like that. But that charge is different, this charge is different. That charge is mechanical, electrical, etc. But this charge is spiritual. There's a spiritual charge, we have to get it. When? Dawn, prataha. Prataha agnim, prataha indram, havamahe. Start with good thoughts. Start with good ideas. Start with love. Start with compassion. Let us remind ourselves with all positive thoughts and humane thoughts. The whole day will be different. We hate no one, we love everyone. Here we take that day as a great opportunity for us to help our soul to get itself uplifted. A great opportunity. We take that day as a great opportunity. Yes, that whole day will be wonderful. Friendly, loving, compassionate, hardworking. And of course, doing a lot of service, whatever is possible from our side. The whole day will be different. No hatred, no jealousy, no avariciousness, no anger. See, all this at the daybreak, we have to sit down and determine, okay, this is how we'll lead this day. Yes, there will be some situations where we cannot tolerate it, but still, let me not give myself to anger. Let me be peaceful. Let me be calm. There will be disappointments. Fine, I will take it in the right spirit. Because it's part of life. It's not that everything will be successful. There will be times when we are not successful, but also we have to handle how with calm and peace. All this we determine, we decide at the daybreak. Sit down for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, do this prayer, do that Agnihotra, and continue the day. We'll be charged and we will have that attitude to face things in the positive way. But we have to do it every day. Better we do it again in the evening. We'll charge ourselves by evening once again. It takes us till our bedtime. Get up in the morning, do it again. This is what they call it as Sandhyopasana. Sandhyopasana is this thing. It's not just holding the nose and chanting or murmuring something. That is no Sandhyopasana. Sandhyopasana is charging ourselves with humane thoughts and pious thoughts, noble thoughts. to keep ourselves going smoothly. Sandhyopasana. Pratar agnim pratar indram havamahe. That's the meaning of it. So unless we charge ourselves with these things, the day will not be pleasing to us. We can see people around us who don't perform this. They'll be very haughty. They are very inhuman. They are unfriendly. They shout. They fight. It's because they are not charging themselves. The stress will be there on them. Anxiety will be there. Depression will be there. But that's not a smooth life. It's losing of a great opportunity of helping our own souls to progress. But let us not do that. We shall, at the very break of dawn, we shall pray God. Pray God doesn't mean pray and sit before an idol. I'm not telling that. To have those positive thoughts. Positive thoughts we shall have. And with the help of those positive thoughts, we'll charge ourselves and lead the life positively. Humanly. Prataragnim, pratarindram, havamahe. The address is 3434. 34th chapter, 34th mantra, Yajurveda. 3434. The same mantra, it continues saying, Prataha somam uta rudram huvema. Prataha somam uta rudram huvema. Poema is same. To charge ourselves positively, to pray, to invoke, to invite. So along with Agni Indra, there are two more words here. Soma and Rudra. Soma is the same God who is compassionate. God too is compassionate. So we shall invoke in us the same compassion that is there in that Satchidananda, and we shall also be compassionate. Soma. He is the essence. So we shall try to understand the essence of human life. We shall ponder over it for some time. Prataha, at the break of dawn. We shall sit calmly and understand the purpose of our life and have all that compassion in our hearts. What's the source of that compassion? Of course, Satchidananda. He is the source of all compassion, the source of all knowledge. We shall invoke it in our hearts. Rudra, Rudir Ashvimochane. We shall be free from tears. And we can do that. Of course, that's Satchidananda, who is also called as Rudra. At the same time, he is also a person who is capable of making us cry if you are on the wrong path. So we'll be made to cry, we'll be made to suffer if we take the wrong path. Let us not do it. Let us tread the right path. Let us free ourselves from all tears and cries and all sufferings. How it is possible? Tread the right path. Simple. Which is the right path? Has revealed to us the path of humanity, the path of human nature. That's the right path for all human beings. We'll take it and be happy for ourselves and be released from the stress of crying. Prataha somam utarudram havamahe. It's a continuation of what you saw just now. Prataragnim pratarindram havamahe. Prataha somam utarudram havamahe. 34. What is the gist of all these things? We are gifted with one more day. That's great. And this one more day, what we are gifted with, we shall make the best use of it. Over. How do you make the best use of it? Live like a human being. Over. What is that human life? Compassion, love, hard work, selflessness. That is fine. The day will be charming, the day will be joyful, the whole day will be happy. What about next day? If you get up next day, once again thank God and lead the same life. Make the best of what you are granted with. That's one more day. Prataragrimam, Pratarindram Havamahe, Prataha Somam, Uta means and, Soma and Indra, Soma and Rudra Havamahe, Soma Uta Rudram Havamahe. Be alert. If we take the wrong path, we don't lead our lives in tune with the human values, in tune with compassion, love, then we are bound to cry. That's how his divine rules work. That is Rudra. Be cautious. Don't take the wrong path. Live with laughter. Live with compassion. Live with love. And that is invoking God. That's invoking those qualities in our hearts. 34. Vayam Devanam Sumatau Syama. Vayam Devanam Sumatau Syama. 34-37. Vayam Devanam Sumatau Syama. Syama, we shall be. Vayam, we shall be. Vayam Syama, we shall be. How? Devanam Sumatau. Deva, we have been discussing the knowledgeable people, the noble people. They are all Deva, Devo hi Vidvamsaha. Those scholarly people. And what is it? Sumatau. In their good books we shall be. We shall be in the good books of noble people and great people. We shall deserve their love. We shall deserve their guidance. We shall deserve their company. We shall be in their good books. Vayam Devanam Sumatau Syama. When will be liked by them? When will be loved by them? When we follow their footsteps, very simple. We take them as our mentors, we take them as our guides. And their nobility is our role model. So when you love and appreciate their nobility and practice it. When you love and understand their compassion and practice it in our lives, definitely we'll be in good books. Definitely they love us. Definitely they are with us at all times. Life is with all ups and downs. They'll be with us even during our time of distress. Because we are in their good books. They recognize us good people. They recognize us real human beings. And they say, okay, this is a hard time for you. We are with you. We come out of it. This will happen only when we are in their good books. Only when we are known to them. Only when we take them as a role model. From their point of view, even if you are not that, they will take care of. That's a different issue from their point of view. Even if a person is not there in good books, they love everyone. Uta deva vahitan deva deva unnayatha punaha. This I discussed. Those people, deva, their nature is that they help everyone. They help everyone. whether they deserve it or not. If they are not deserving, they will infuse in them that quality of deserving and uplift them. That's their nature. Those who are in sorrow, they help them. From their point of view, there is no question of good book and bad book. Everyone is good in their good books. From their point of view, they never discriminate. They help all equally. They love everyone equally. They guide everyone equally from their point of view. But from our point of view, we want to be in their good books. What is that? To emulate what they do, to follow what they do, to tread their path. From our side, we should be cautious enough to practice what they do, to imitate what they do. Of course, with thinking, not blind. We observe them, see what they do, and we also follow their footsteps. That is here called as being in their good books, from our point of view. From their point of view, everything is a good book for them. Everyone is included. Nobody is excluded. They love everyone, good or bad, equally. In fact, the way of their transacting with good people will be different. Their way of transacting with bad people will be different. Good people, they guide. Bad people, they love and guide, because they say that those bad people are not properly guided. That's why they have taken to wrong paths. So they pity them more. Pity them more, help them, give their helping hand, see that they get up and progress properly in their life. From their point of view. From our point of view, we want to be in their good books. We seek their help, we seek their guidance. Yes, they will give it. So that is what it means. Vayam devanam sumatau syama. From our side, if we want to be in their good books, we have to follow certain things, we have to practice certain things. That we shall do. That's the meaning of it. Devanam sumatau syama. That is 34.37. $34.38. Vayam bhagavantaha syama. Vayam bhagavantaha syama. Bhaga iti aishwarya nama. Bhaga iti aishwarya nama. We shall be wealthy. Vayam bhagavantaha syama. We shall be wealthy. Now this wealth has got a wide meaning. It doesn't mean only material wealth. Material wealth is also included, but it's not only that. You want money. You want rupees, dollars, pounds. You want gold, you want silver, you want land. That's what we consider as wealth. Share, stock. That's one side of it. Even good knowledge and good company is also wealth. Health is also wealth. But generally, when we speak of wealth, we don't get these things into our mind. We always think materialistically. No. Even good health is a great wealth. Invaluable wealth. Good knowledge, good company, good teachers. It's all wealth for us. And they're all invaluable, and we cannot buy it in any mall or shop or anywhere for that matter. You cannot buy it anywhere. Invaluable. That is real wealth. Material wealth also is there. I'm not denying it, but that's not all. That's only a part of it. You are only searching for peace, health. I will not get it in any shop. Even if you are ready to pay in billions, you will not get it. They are invaluable. We have to earn it by ourselves. That's what it says. Vayam bhagavantasyama. We shall earn the material wealth too, but more than that, the invaluable wealth too, we shall gain it. That's knowledge, health, love, affection. That's also part of health. Vayam Bhagavantasyama. That shall be our target. That shall be our goal. Of course, physical and material wealth also we need it for our sustenance and living. Fine, we shall also get it. We shall not renounce and go. As many people say, if you are a student of Veda and Vedanta, you have to renounce everything and go. Be in a secluded place and do your tapas. No, nothing of that sort. The Vedas very clearly say that Vayam Bhagavantasyam, even materialistically, you have to be rich. So how do I define rich? That much which is sufficient for my sustenance. Let there be no shortage for my existence, for my taking care of my physical side of the soul, the Sharir Indra Manas. But take care of it, whatever you said, I will earn it, I will gain it. But that's not all. I will concentrate on the other wealths which are invaluable, like health, physical, mental, and spiritual, and also knowledge, which is invaluable. That's also wealth. Vayam Bhagavantaha Syama. That is 34, 38. 34 Sukta, 38 Mantra. Sapta Rishayah Pratihitaha Sharire. Sapta Rishayah Pratihitaha Sharire. Sapta Rishayah Pratihitaha Sharire. 34.55. Sapta Rishayah Pratihitaha Sharire. Rishayah Rigatau. That is responsible for our progress and sustenance. They are called as Rishayah. There's got many different meanings. Rishir Darshanat is there. Rishisayo Manurhitaha is there. The basic root is Rigatau, straight, helpful for our progress, helpful for getting us knowledge, helpful in our big journey, helpful in our reaching the goal. All that is there. Rishayaha. Sapta Rishayaha. Pratihitam Sharire. Sapta is 7. 7 rishis are embedded in us with reference to the body. Sharire Pratihitam. Embedded, given, established. Sapta Rishayaha. So which are these 7? We can look at it from 2 angles. One angle, Indriyas, Sharira, Indriya, Manasu. I've been speaking about that Indriya, sense organs. They are 5 in number. Indriya. Of course, they are Karma Indriyas, the ears, the eyes, nose, tongue and skin. Shrotra, Tvak, Chakshu, Jihva, Grana. Shrotra, Tvak, Chakshu, Jihva, Grana. There's the 5 sense organs. Yes, they are very much essential for our progress. Provided we make the proper use of it, that is to be understood. If we don't make the proper use of it, we are lost. But assuming that we make the proper use of it, yes, they take us on the right track towards our goal. Indriya. Manas, 6th one, is also required. Manas, where we think, where we analyze, where we weigh the pros and cons, what we think, what we talk, what we do. And ultimately, after all this analysis, finally we are at a decision. That's what is called as buddhi or jnana. Buddhi or jnana. Now 5 plus 2, 5 indriyas and mano buddhi, mano jnana. These are the 7 which take us on the right paths, which take us towards our goal, which helps us to achieve our very purpose of human life. Saptarusheha pratihitam sharire. Now the sharira is the basis, is the holding thing of all these 7 things. Indriya and manas and buddhi. Jnana. Jnana is decision, it's decisive. And to arrive at decision, yes, we have to look into the pros and cons, and that is manas. And we have got the 5 sense organs, which work as the receiving centers. At the same time, they help us to express ourselves. It's an input device and also an output device. As we got in computers, input and output devices. It works as both input devices and output devices. And that CPU is manas. So it analyzes. And finally, we get the decision that computer cannot give. We have to program it. But we have got that program in us only, and that is buddhi. In a computer, an input device will not be an output device. They are separate, but here both are the same. Indriyas, manas, and buddhi. These are the 7 rishayaha. The thing which hold us, the thing which guide us, the thing which will take us progressively towards our goal. Pratihitam sharire. They are all in that sharira. Sharira is the base for it. Sharira is the supporting platform for all this. That very sharira is not there, then all this cannot work, cannot function. We need a big platform upon which these 5 plus 2 has to work, and that is the sharira. In the sharira, I got these things, 5 plus 2. Sapta rushayaha pratihitam sharire. Pratihitaha, sorry. Sapta rushayaha pratihitaha sharire. Is one way of looking at it. Another way of looking at it is, we call it as dhatu. Dhatu is not the root what we speak of. It refers to a word. Dhatu is one that which upholds us. It supports us. The sharira is supported by sapta dhatu. This is from the medical point of view. The sharira is living and kicking because of these 7 factors. Sapta dhatu. And how do you understand these sapta dhatu? Rasa, that's the first one. Rasa. And we call it as chyme, C-H-Y-M-E. Chyme. Whatever you eat, it is converted into rasa. It will be converted into a state where it becomes easily absorbable by your body. Whatever you eat, it should be absorbed by body and converted into energy. So that takes that shape, that state of easily absorbable condition, and that is known as rasa. Time. Rakta. Next one. Rakta is blood. That has to be in the right proportion, the right way. Otherwise, we get into a disease called as anemia. So we cannot function properly. Rasa, rakta. Mamsa, muscles. Muscles also required. Without that, we cannot move. The muscular tissues will help us to move and work and function. Rasa, rakta, mamsa. Medas. Medas is fat. Medas is fat. Fat is our storehouse of energy. Whatever we eat, it gets converted into energy, and a part of it is reserved in our body as energy. That is fat. That the energy is stored too much, yes, we become obese. That's a different problem. Obesity. Obesity is a problem of excess storage of fat. That's unhealthy condition. But a very healthy person will have certain storage of fat. That is why even without food we can survive for several days. Because we get energy from the fat. The fat gets converted into energy and we can survive, and that person after 2 or 3 days of fasting will become a bit lean. Fat is gone. Because it gets converted into energy. Even without food, energy supply will be there, and the storage of energy is in the form of fat. It's a beautiful system that God has created in his human body. Fat, medas, rasa, rakta, mamsa, medas. Next one is asthi. Asthi is bone, skeletal structure. That's a supporting structure. As for a building, where God is iron rods and other things, it support the infrastructure. For our human body, the skeletal system is also a supportive thing. If there is something wrong with our skeleton, yes, we get into a disease, what is called as osteoporosis. Osteoporosis, the whole skeletal structure becomes brittle. Brittle. They cannot sustain. Even a small hit, even a small fall will cause the bone to break. It's a disease. It should be very strong enough to support the whole structure. And that's what we call it as bones, asthi, a skeleton. Rasa, rakta, mamsa, medas, asthi. Then we got majja. Majja. Majja is the bone marrow. What we have within the bones. Lot of functions are going on within the marrow. So many chemicals are produced in the marrow which help the functioning of other organs of the body. It prompts the functioning of so many other organs in the body. And the basic thing is created in the marrow, bone marrow. Now that is a problem which I am into. That bone marrow produces a chemical which prompts the kidney to function well. Now that's not getting produced in my bone marrow. So I'm suffering from kidney problem. There's a lot of relationship between the kidney and the bone marrow. So those chemicals that we produce in the bone have to be produced properly in the right quantity. Then things will happen. Marrow. That is rasa, rakta, mamsa, medo, asti, majja. Majja is that. Then we have got shukra. Shukra. That's a basic element for all types of creativityness. Now this creativity has got two dimensions. One is physical, another one is mental. Physical creative force is responsible for begetting children, for begetting offsprings. That is Shukra. And creativity here in the mind, we generate new things, we look at new things. We become creative, indigenous. It's all that is possible because of the Shukra. Rasa, Rakta, Mamsa, Medas, Asthi, Majja, Shukra. Now these 7 dhatus, the supporting factors in our Sharira, Sharira is there, Sharire. Now when these things are functioning properly, yes, we lead a good life. We lead a healthy life. If anything is wrong with these 7, yes, we cannot progress. Now these have been considered as those which are helpful for our progress. That is Gatau, that is Rishayaha. Rishaya is in plural. Sapta Rishayaha, Pratihitaha Sharire. Now these are there in our Sharira for our existence and progress. In both ways we can take. One is Sharira, that is Panchendriya, plus Jnana, plus Manas. Manas and Buddhi. From one side, from other side, it is the Sapta Dhatus. It support our Sharira. Sapta Rishayaha Pratihitaha Sharire. Pratihita means they are established in our Sharira. It is part of our Sharira Rachana, it's part of our anatomy. Indriya Manas, Buddhi on one side, and the Sapta Dhatus on the other side, they are all the supporting factors of our Sharira. If at all we have to understand the anatomy of our body, we have to analyze in this style only. Indriyas, Manas and Buddhi are the Sapta Dhatus. We'll be able to understand our anatomy well with these guidelines. And all this must function properly in the right proportion, the right way. Yes, then we are said to be healthy. If something is wrong with these things, we are not healthy. And one who is not healthy cannot progress, cannot have a comfortable human journey. They cannot. They'll have their own shortcomings, their own problems, hurdles, obstacles, so many things, difficulties. But one who is healthy can progress well. And these are the cause of good health. Indriya, Manas and Buddhi and the Sapta Dhatus. Sapta Risheha Pratihita Sharire. This is 3455. 3455. Okay. I discussed sufficiently today. There are many lot things. Even one life is not sufficient to understand all these things. Okay, we will know as much as possible. And not knowing just, we will implement them in our life as much as possible and make our life useful and at the same time make it helpful to other lives also. Thank you.
Sir,